My name is Cindy Carballo. I'll be comparing the Republic of Gilead from The Handmaid's Tale with the demographic time bomb. In The Handmaid's Tale, Margaret Atwood frequently refers to children and fertility. When referring to these topics, she portrays them as something desired. The Republic of Gilead has mainly one goal, which is the production of children. What made babies so valuable was the deficiency of fertility that caused a crisis due to extremely low numbers of children being born. Right now, many countries find themselves in a conflict known as the demographic time bomb. The conflict consists in having a growing population with an increasing number of older people and a shortage of the younger ones. The Handmaid's Tale can in many ways be compared to this context, since countries dealing with the demographic time bomb could face a similar future if solutions are not found. The Republic of Gilead and the countries in the demographic time bomb share the same source of conflict, which is the deficiency of babies, mainly because of infertility. In addition, they both try to find solutions to the problem, having some similarities and differences between them. The Republic of Gilead, from The Handmaid's Tale, and developing countries dealing with the demographic time bomb can be compared in terms of source of the problem, the solutions being implemented by the societies, and their future consequences by exploring their past and present social organization. The Handmaid's Tale shares the same conflict with the demographic time bomb, which comes from the insufficiency of children, causing the characters to have a difficult lifestyle. Literary devices assist the reader to comprehend the situation in which the character is involved and her feelings towards it. For example, the street is almost like a museum, or a street in a model town constructed to show the way people used to live. As in those pictures, those museums, those model towns, there are no children. Page 23. This quote is describing the setting where the novel takes place. Ovid describes the setting with a metaphor. She is comparing the street with a museum in order to express how lifeless this location is. She specifies and brings attention towards the fact that there are no children. By emphasizing it, the reader can then comprehend that children are associated with happiness and life, meaning that an absence of children is bringing Gilead darkness and misery. The writing style is most of the time mournful because of the word choice. This writing style utilizes a careless and sorrowful tone in a way that connects to Ovid's emotions and actions. For example, the quote, "You don't know what it's like," I said. "I feel as if somebody cut off my feet." I wasn't crying. Also, I couldn't put my arms around him. Page 179. Ovid is trying to express her emotions to Luke. However, they are hard to explain and hard to act on. Her emotions are linked to her actions, however, she frequently finds herself losing control over her body. She is not crying and can't put her arms around Luke either. It is crucial for the reader to link both her actions and emotions, otherwise, Ovid's actions by themselves wouldn't communicate what she truly feels, only how she reacts to those feelings. Due to the fact that Ovid finds it hard to put her emotions into words, she often utilizes metaphors. When she says, "I feel as if somebody cut off my feet," she compares her emotions to having no feet, giving meaning to her words by realizing that she feels controlled by others without having a choice. She feels this way because women actually lost control over their bodies and lost all their freedom of choice. The New York Times article called "Burying One Child Limits, China Pushes Women to Have More Babies" can deeply relate to The Handmaid's Tale, especially to the Republic of Gilead. The article discusses about the demographic time bomb's effects, solutions, and future consequences. The biggest similarity between the article and the Republic of Gilead is that they both find themselves in a situation in which a deficiency of children is being addressed by having fertile women have babies. In the Republic of Gilead, doctors who used to practice abortion are hanged to communicate that abortion is deeply punished. Each has a placard hung around his neck to show why he was executed. A drawing of a human fetus. They were doctors, then, in the time before, when such things were illegal. Page 32. The Republic of Gilead blames abortion for being one of the sources of the deficit of children. Therefore, the solution is to punish this activity violently to make sure everyone receives the message. The article mentions abortion as a problem that is creating a decrease in the amount of babies being born. And as a solution, authorities have enforced rules such as including a requirement of 3 signatures from medical personnel before an abortion. Although these rules and solutions don't appear as drastic, places such as China might get to the point in which it is illegal and punished, such as it happened in the Republic of Gilead. By taking away decisions such as abortion, it could be viewed as a violation of the woman's rights to choose what happens to their body. The article discusses the government's invasive control over women's bodies and focuses on online complaints about women not being able to decide what happens to their ovaries. These comments were posted as a consequence of having Yangtze detail the abortion guidelines in July. In The Handmaid's Tale, Offred says the following: I used to think of my body as an instrument of pleasure, or a means of transportation, or an implement for the accomplishment of my will. Now the flesh arranges itself differently. I am a cloud, congealed around the central object, the shape of a pear, which is hard and more real than I am and glows red within its translucent wrapping. Page 73 to 74. Offred and the woman in the Republic of Gilead have lost their individuality and lost control over their bodies in such a way that they don't see it as theirs. They view it as an object with only one purpose, which is the creation of babies. Another comparison between the novel and the article is that they both try to convince society that having babies is an honor and brings benefits in life. In The Handmaid's Tale, once a handmaid gets a baby, her and everyone in the household she serves gets released and get a superior lifestyle. She'd like me pregnant though, over and one done with, out of the way. No more humiliating sweaty tangles, no more flesh triangles under her starry canopy of silver flowers. Page 204. Offred knows about the benefits that pregnancy would give her and everyone in the household. Therefore, she comprehends the commander's despair. The New York Times article mentions a long list of benefits that women in China get by getting pregnant, such as tax breaks, housing, longer maternity and paternity leaves, taxi rides to and from the office during pregnancies, and bonuses for employees. This is similar to the Republic of Gilead since they ensure a higher quality life for women and their families in exchange for having children. The future of countries dealing with the demographic time bomb and the Republic of Gilead could go into a similar situation. Right now, for both societies, the changes are different and hard to get used to. However, times create normalization among people. In the article, Mrs. Son said, "The generation before us only had one child, so in their mind, having only one child is the normal thing." People frequently adopt similar ideologies to the previous generations, and trying to change that ideology can be difficult. However, as Aunt Lydia says in The Handmaid's Tale, they will eventually get used to it. "Ordinary," said Aunt Lydia, "is what you are used to. This may not seem ordinary to you now, but after a time it will. It will become ordinary." Page 33. Aunt Lydia makes a valid point in which she acknowledges that the changes may not seem ordinary at the moment, but will eventually become the ordinary and the right way to do things. In The Handmaid's Tale, the Republic of Gilead came from a problematic past in terms of fertility and the efficiency of children to preserve the society. The countries dealing with the demographic time bomb are facing a problematic situation due to the aging populations and the decreasing amount of children to become part of the working society. The source of the problem of these societies appears to be fertility, abortion, ideology, among others. The problem has left no choice but to make changes regarding women and births. The solutions may be useful to increase the amount of children, which is the problem being addressed. However, they are creating new ones that might be leading them to an even darker future.